I don't operate under fear. I'm going to fight 100% of the time. I'm not going to let somebody tell me what we can and can't get. We don't know. If we lose, we lose. But there's nothing wrong with fighting.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
I think we actually do have a caller on the line before we wrap up
Yeah, we
today.
do. You called like literally 2 minutes after we normally wrap the show, but we'll go ahead and take the call from a 317 area code. Got to be quick. 317 area code. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm going to go by Jimmy because I don't want to give my name away, but I'm from Indianapolis.
Sure. Jimmy from Indianapolis. Yeah, what's on your mind?
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to say that Rob did a great job representing us well, talking about the 1970s strike. Like him, I'm only 3 years in. But big thing that he missed, he didn't know, I don't think. But we're supposed to be getting those ballots on December 1st. It goes west first, and then it'll slowly trickle to the east as the next coming weeks come by. The reason for that, they said, was due to holiday work, peak season, and the political atmosphere when we originally got. That was the reason. Total crap, if you ask me. But, they're just trying to, like everything else, bide their time. Hopefully people become disinterested. Is what I think they're hoping for. I've had a lot of conversations with my postal workers in my own office, trying to get them informed, telling them why I'm a vote no, easily, hands down, or no contest, for all kinds of reasons. Too many to list in this short conversation, but definitely vote no. I encourage everybody. There's definitely some pushback, some apathy that I've seen. I just hope that we can pull together like Rob said in the 1970s and get us going strong here in the last, hour of this voting. So next week we should be getting those ballots. Start looking for them. Make sure you fill them out correctly. Don't write on them too much. Fill them out right. Sign them. And I'd say get them certified. So get them certified postage. Take them in.
Right.
All right, that's me.
Hey, 5 seconds. Just wanted to say that this is only possible because of our donors. If you want to see more of this, then consider donating yourself at tvlr.fm/donate.
Well, if you have a second to answer a question, you mentioned there was some apathy in your office. I'm interested in what that looks like. Apathy, and maybe it sounds like some people are voting yes. What do you, if you had to guesstimate, the temperature of your office? Do you think it leans yes or leans no, and why?
I think it's hard to say. It's not like I've taken a full consistent, a lot of people don't want to talk about it. A lot of people are angry, certainly, in the younger demographic, for sure. The older crowd seems a little less, I saw a comment saying the people in the Midwest don't really care because they're not the ones suffering. And that's certainly a factor. I'm not going to lie. I've seen that accurately pushed. Why should I care about some CCA? We don't have CCA here. So we don't. Why should I care? And I'm like, because they're our brothers and sisters. Like, come on. That's ridiculous. But
right.
I think a lot of the younger demographic leans no. And I would say some of the older who have been around for over 30 years, who were part of, or were represented in those strikes from the Wildcat strike, who were trained by people who were part of that, who saw what the union was like back in the day, and how hard we had to work and fight for that. But there's just the general people who have the top steps. They just don't really. They fear arbitration. That's a huge thing. And I've said, well, I don't operate under fear. I'm gonna fight 100% of the time. I'm not going to let somebody tell me what we can and can't get. We don't know. We don't know. If we lose, we lose. But there's nothing wrong with fighting. Nothing wrong with fighting. So I'd say, again, like it's about in the younger demographics, about 80 or 90-10. 90% to 10% no. 90 but no. In the older demographic, it's about, I'd say about 70-30. I'm not real sure, but I just see there's like, people who just don't see it as big of a deal, but for us who at step C and in between, it is a big deal. It's like, well, we're not getting anything at all. So,
right.
I don't know why you would say yes. Well, when I tell them that we're mandatory times go up to 11.5, that's a 12-hour day with the lunch. Like, you know what I mean? You're going to be mandated up to that. If you're on the 8-hour list and you're getting mandated for 12s, what's the point? Why have a 1260 agreement? Well, it's ridiculous. And I've made these points, but some people, it's not, and I don't want to try and convince anybody, I don't want to try and force my views on people. But this is your life too, and you got to think about the people who come after you and the people who are suffering now. Brother and sisters, they're carriers to carriers.
Right.
It doesn't matter if, CCA or whatever. We're all working the same job. We're all doing the same thing.
Right.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I've taken up way too much of your time.
No, I appreciate it. Thanks for the call.
Well, no problem. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too. The guy responded in the chat saying the CCAs are our brothers and sisters, but the carriers who live in California, New York, New Jersey, and Massachusetts are not. Is that what I just heard? No, that's not what you just heard, Mark. You're being silly. You don't actually believe that he said that. What he was saying was, trying to find, common ground with you and trying to engage in this conversation in a comradely way. Trying to engage in a comradely way, saying that the dynamic, Mark, that you are identifying of people looking out for themselves and not caring enough about people in situations different from them is a dynamic that the caller said he recognized. And as an illustration of the recognition of this dynamic, he talked about how some people don't care about the provisions for CCAs because there are no CCAs in their post office. So why should I care? And he's saying that the CCAs are brothers and sisters. You should care for them because they're also letter carriers. So yeah, would appreciate good faith engagement. If you're going to engage, even if you're going to do it antagonistically, you should at least be good faith and not purposely misconstrue. I mean, you don't believe that he said that. I don't believe that you believe that he said that. So let's operate better than that.
You just saw a clip from the Valley Labor Report. We are live every Saturday morning from 9:30 a.m. till 12:30 p.m. And we pride ourselves on keeping all of our content free to everybody so that we can talk to as many working folks as possible. If you support the work that we're doing, you think that it's important, you think that it's good, then consider making a monthly contribution to the project, and you can do that on our website, tvlr.fm.